Hello, Papa Ted here, and this is my review of Activision's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare single-player interactive movie. Sorry, game. You see, the single-player campaign in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is not really a game, in my opinion. It is an interactive movie by Michael Bay, but without Shia LaBeouf, so that's a good thing. This is like one of these movies where you hate to say that you liked it. You know it's crap, but you still enjoyed it. And that is exactly what Call of Duty's single player feels like. It's shamefully satisfying. It really is. I'm ashamed to say that I enjoyed the campaign in Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter. Do I think it's brilliant? Hell no. Do I think it's even great? Hell no. But I really had a lot of fun. As with most Call of Duty single players, there's nothing clever, elegant or enlightening about it. In fact, it's extremely predictable and overly cliched. But it's still really great fun, and you'll run with it because you'll enjoy what you're playing. Everything is so over the top that it's more of an experience than a game. It's like the extreme sports of video games, but with less skill involved. You basically run a gauntlet from one sensory excess to the next and just play along, get led by the game, held by the hand. Maybe occasionally die, but otherwise shoot stupid enemies in the face. If you don't look too deep into it, this is an entertaining story, but if you look more closely at the narrative or the acting, the script, the pacing, they're all pretty terrible. And as a story, Advanced Warfare is pretty much a mess. Doesn't come anywhere near to exploring all the ideologies and conflicts that you think it's going to. And if it was put in a cinema, you would just laugh at it. Kinda like going to see a Transformers film. All the promoted pre-release marketing guff with Kevin Spacey is not really going to improve the gameplay at all. In fact, anyone thinking that Kevin Spacey is the best thing about this game is sadly wrong, as his performance is fine, but it's a bit stale. As is Troy Baker's performance, who you play as in the game. They've borrowed his likeness as well, and to be honest, he's a wee bit too much of a pretty boy to feel like a hardened Marine. Having said that, the movie scenes, or movie clips, FMV scenes, whatever you want to call them, in between gameplay are incredible, and they really have captured the likeness of both Spacey and Troy Baker. It's a really big step up in this direction, and you know, they're entertaining to watch, even if there is maybe a few too many. To be honest though, I just felt as though I was playing Troy Baker, and I don't want to play war as Troy Baker. Anyway, once I got past this point, I found that the campaign starts off pretty slowly and is just a shooting gallery, but there are some interesting set pieces where you get to take control of futuristic items like a drone supporting your team and such like. But this doesn't happen until maybe a couple of hours into the campaign, and I must say I was incredibly bored with the first few levels. You see, one of the new fun items that you're given are these futuristic suits a la Crisis or something like that, and they allow you to jump boost and dash, super punch, and basically do superhuman feats that you couldn't do with today's modern technology. And while this feels great in multiplayer, of which I'll be doing a review of soon, in single player it didn't really have that much impact on the gameplay. Gadgets that I did think were cool were the more futuristic grenades that are called smart grenades. You can use grenades that home in on enemies, or grenades that show all the enemies within an area, and these were cool, and I did think they were semi-believable. Where the campaign also excels actually is in the environments that it gives you. You'll be taken to really futuristic cities that are war-torn. You'll be taken to a Greek villa at night, some snowy mountains, so there's a good variety and it feels a lot more colourful than past Call of Duties. Playing this on PS4, the graphics are pretty nice. To be honest, they're not incredible, but Call of Duty does scale very well and you really do feel as though you are part of a massive battle or war. And you know, the sound effects, the guns sound a wee bit like popcorn where they're shooting, nowhere near on the level of something like Battlefield, but all the different locations you're taken to and the pretty much solid 60 frames per second frame rate really mean that it's a fast-paced and nice-looking adventure. On a controller, the controls work for the most part. I know some people prefer playing first-person shooters with a mouse and keyboard because they get more accuracy with the mouse, but I'm fine with a controller, and the PS4 controller stands up to the job perfectly fine. The only exception being there are some mechanics that you can use that are thanks to this new exosuit that you've got, and one is a dash dodge in which you have to click in the left stick and then move it, and I found myself, you know, it basically didn't work all the time and I never used it even though I thought it would be a cool addition. It just wasn't smooth enough control wise to use in a situation. The AI is stupid, so let's just skip that, both enemy and partner AI. You'll never see your partners kill an enemy. I think I did once actually, but everyone's stupid in the game. Except maybe Kevin Spacey, but you know. So, when it comes down to it, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is perfect, silly fun if you're looking for something that's mindless and just a blockbuster style, massive energy and excitement level single player campaign. It is not very good when you look at it closely. The graphics are not state of the art even though they're solid. The sound is not incredible even though it's good enough. The acting's pretty crap, but the story's silly enough and gripping enough to keep you going through the 6 or 7 hours of the campaign. It's an entertaining game, and for me personally the main part of a Call of Duty game is the multiplayer, which like I said I will be doing a separate review of. So yes, I am almost ashamed to say that I did thoroughly enjoy Advanced Warfare's single player campaign. It was good, silly fun, even though it was crap, and I never want to play it again. Thanks for watching.
Mitchell, I know you're not in this for the money. You remind me a lot of Will in that way. Now go get that arm fixed.